You click this video because you panic. Someone insults you and your heart races. A stressful situation hits and your mind goes blank. Pressure builds and you crumble. You've seen people who stay calm when everyone else is losing it. People like Ayanokoji who face death threats with zero emotional reaction. You think that's genetic. You think some people are just born calm. You're wrong. Calmness is not a personality trait. It's a nervous system skill. And today, I'm going to teach you the exact physiological techniques to control your stress response, lower your heart rate on command, and become unshakable under any pressure. This is deadly calm. Let me explain what happens inside your body when you panic. Your brain has an alarm system called the amygdala. When it detects a threat, real or perceived, it triggers your sympathetic nervous system. This is the fight or flight response. Your body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. Your heart rate spikes. Your breathing gets shallow and fast. Blood moves away from your prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of your brain, and goes to your muscles for action. This is why you can't think clearly when you're stressed. Your biology is designed to run or fight, not to reason. Here's the problem. Your amygdala can't tell the difference between a real threat and a perceived one. A tiger attacking you and someone disrespecting you trigger the same response. An actual emergency and an exam trigger the same hormones. Your body reacts to social stress the same way it reacts to physical danger. So you're walking around with a hair trigger alarm system that activates for things that aren't actually life-threatening. This keeps you in a constant state of low-level stress. And when real pressure hits, you're already near your breaking point. Now look at Ayanokoji. The White Room trained his nervous system to stay regulated under extreme conditions. When most people would panic, his heart rate barely changes. When others are flooded with stress hormones, his system stays balanced. This isn't because he doesn't feel stress, it's because he's trained his vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the master controller of your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system that counteracts fight or flight. When your vagus nerve is strong, you can manually override your panic response. You can tell your body to calm down, and it actually listens. Most people have weak vagus tone. Their bodies control them. Ayanokoji has perfect vagus tone. He controls his body. You're about to learn how to build the same control. Here are the 5 techniques that give you manual control over your stress response. These aren't mindset tricks. These are biological interventions that directly affect your nervous system. Technique 1, tactical breathing for instant regulation. Your breath is the fastest way to communicate with your nervous system. When you breathe fast and shallow, you signal danger. When you breathe slow and deep, you signal safety. Box breathing is the most effective pattern. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Breathe out through your mouth for 4 seconds. Hold empty for 4 seconds. Repeat for 2 minutes. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system and lowers cortisol within 60 seconds. Navy SEALs use this before combat. Ayanokoji does this automatically without thinking. You need to practice it until it becomes automatic. Every morning, do 2 minutes of box breathing. Every time you feel stress rising, do 1 cycle of box breathing. Train this until your body defaults to it under pressure. Technique 2, cold exposure for nervous system resilience. Cold water is stress training for your body. When you're hit with cold, your amygdala screams danger. Your body wants to panic, but if you stay calm, breathe slowly, and relax into the cold, you're teaching your nervous system that you can override the panic signal. Start with cold showers. Last 30 seconds, turn the water to full cold. Stay for 1 minute minimum. Focus on keeping your breathing slow and controlled. Don't tense up. Relax your shoulders, slow your breath, and let your body adapt. Do this daily. After 2 weeks, you'll notice you stay calmer in stressful situations because you've trained your nervous system to regulate under acute stress. The White Room used extreme environmental conditioning for this exact reason. You're doing the same thing at home. Technique 3, vagus nerve activation through humming and gargling. This sounds strange, but it works. Your vagus nerve runs through your throat. When you hum or gargle, you stimulate it directly. Every morning, hum for 2 minutes. Deep, low-frequency humming. Feel the vibration in your chest. This activates your vagus nerve and increases your baseline calm. You can also gargle water for 30 seconds after brushing your teeth. These micro-habits compound into significantly better stress regulation. Ayanokoji's vagus tone is built through years of conditioning. You're accelerating the process with direct stimulation. Do this for 30 days and you'll notice your resting heart rate drops and your stress threshold increases. Technique 4, progressive muscle relaxation to release stored tension. Your body holds stress in your muscles. Tight shoulders, clenched jaw, tense stomach. This creates a feedback loop. Tense muscles send stress signals to your brain, which makes you feel more anxious, which tenses your muscles more. Break the cycle with progressive muscle relaxation. Before bed, lie down and systematically tense and release each muscle group. Tense your fists for 5 seconds, release. Tense your arms, release. Tense your shoulders, release. Work through your whole body. This teaches your body what relaxation feels like. Most people are so chronically tense they've forgotten what a relaxed state is. When you practice this daily, your baseline tension drops. You become physically calmer, which makes you mentally calmer. Technique 5. Exposure to controlled stress for adaptation. You can't build calm by avoiding stress. You build it by exposing yourself to manageable stress repeatedly until your nervous system adapts. This is called hormetic stress. Small doses of stress make you stronger. Pick something mildly stressful and do it regularly. Public speaking at a Toastmasters club. High-intensity interval training. Fasting for 16 hours. The specific activity doesn't matter. What matters is that it triggers your stress response in a controlled environment where you can practice staying calm. Each time you face the stress and regulate yourself through it, you're building your nervous system's capacity. Ayanokoji was forged in the White Room through intense, controlled stress exposure. You're doing the same thing at a sustainable pace. Pick one stressor and face it weekly. Track how your stress response improves over time. Now let's talk about staying calm in the moment when pressure hits. You're in a high-stakes situation. Your heart is racing. Your mind is starting to panic. Here's the real-time protocol. First, recognize the stress response. Don't fight it or deny it. Just notice it. My heart is beating fast. My breathing is shallow. I feel tense. Recognition creates a tiny gap between stimulus and response. In that gap, you have control. Second, exhale fully. Most people try to take a deep breath in when stressed. Wrong. That can trigger more panic. Instead, exhale completely. Push all the air out. Then let the inhale happen naturally. This immediately shifts your nervous system. Third, drop your shoulders and unclench your jaw. Physical relaxation signals mental relaxation. Fourth, slow your breathing. Don't try to force calm. Just breathe slower than your stress is telling you to. 5 seconds in, 7 seconds out. Do this for 1 minute. Here's what this looks like in practice. Someone insults you. You feel anger rising. Heart rate spikes. Instead of reacting, you exhale fully. Drop your shoulders. Slow your breath. Within 30 seconds, your prefrontal cortex comes back online. You can think clearly. You can choose your response instead of reacting emotionally. That's power. That's what Ayanokoji does in every situation. He feels the stress, he regulates it. Then he acts from clarity, not emotion. You're building the same ability. It won't work perfectly the first time. It takes practice. But every time you practice real-time regulation, you're strengthening the neural pathway. After 50 reps, it becomes automatic. One more critical point. You can't regulate in the moment if you're not regulating daily. Your baseline nervous system state determines how you respond to acute stress. If you're chronically stressed, every small thing will push you over the edge. If your baseline is calm, you have massive capacity to handle pressure. This is why the daily practices matter. Box breathing every morning. Cold showers, vagus nerve stimulation, progressive muscle relaxation. These build your baseline calm. Then when pressure hits, you have the reserves to stay unshakable. Deadly calm is not a personality, it's a skill. It's nervous system regulation, vagus tone, stress adaptation, and conscious breathing. Ayanokoji was engineered to have perfect control. You're engineering yourself using the same biological principles. Box breathing, cold exposure, vagus nerve activation, muscle relaxation, and controlled stress exposure. These 5 techniques will transform your stress response within 30 days. Your resting heart rate will drop. Your stress threshold will increase. Situations that used to make you panic will barely affect you. And when real pressure hits, you'll have the physiological tools to stay calm. Think clearly and act decisively. That's not just useful, that's survival, that's power. Start today. Pick one technique. Do it for 7 days straight. Then add another. Build the system. Become unshakable. If you're starting this today, comment which technique you're doing first. And if you want more practical systems backed by science, subscribe. We're building real capability here.